Hey guys, let me see if I can get this shared. All right, got that shared too. So, today's been busy for me. I did a lot of walking yesterday, a lot of walking around, and a lot of like standing for long periods of time in the yard yesterday and walking around the backyard with my dad last night when he got home. And so, needless to say, my legs were really sore and I was tired. So, I actually went to bed early last night. When dad went to bed, I headed down and I went and got ready for bed too because I was tired. So, I was in bed before midnight last night. Um, I still have to go out today. I was supposed to go out yesterday, but I spent like over 2 hours on a live stream instead. And then I just didn't get to go out. So I plan on going out today after the live stream. I still have to get today's video scheduled, like ready to go, because I haven't got that done. I've recorded 3 different videos so far this morning since I got up. So I've been busy. I was working on editing one, and yes, I am wearing. I'll see if anybody notices, but there's nobody here yet. And the one person who said, "Well, text me before you go live and let me know that you're live, and I'll come join you in chat." And I did, and she specifically said 1 o'clock. And I know I was a little bit late, but I let her know why I would be a little bit late. And my coffee's almost empty. It's been a day. It's been a day. Get up, let the dog out, wash my face, do morning stuff. Go into the kitchen to make a cup of coffee, and there's ants climbing out of the light switch with the power outlet on it on the wall next to the kitchen sink. Ants. We don't really have an ant problem here, but it's been raining so darn much that they're just they were just pouring out of the light socket. I even went to flip the light on, and that's when I spotted them because the light socket was going buzz, 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 buzz. I'm like, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. So I flipped the light switch off, went and turned the main light switch on in the kitchen. And I look, and they're just coming all the way around the outlet. They're going down the wall. They're all over the sill in the kitchen. I'm like, so I grabbed the Clorox bleach spray, and I'm like, it's the gel one. So I sprayed all the way around the outlet. I sprayed the sill, and I put that down, made my coffee, put that in the microwave, went to go let the dog in, walked out, got mail, came back in, grabbed my coffee creamer from the fridge and set that on the counter. And that's when I realized they were all the way around the sink. So I flipped the sink water on. I grabbed the little water hose out, and I'm like drowning the suckers. I'm like spraying them off back into the sink, and there's like a puddle of water. I didn't forget. I texted you. I just said that I texted you. And I Facebook messaged you. So see? Uh-oh. I touched something. I'm trying to hide your phone number. I texted you. See? I texted you. You can't say I didn't text you. I sent it like 10 minutes ago. I sent it before I even set up the live. So I'd stick out more, but my tongue won't let me. So yeah, I had ants in the kitchen this morning. Like I said, we never have ants that really come in the house. I have like 2 or 3 that wander around my bathroom floor, and we don't know where they're coming from because my bathroom is in an interior section of the house. So I've got like 2 or 3 that kind of like mill around my bathroom floor. I try not to step on them. But so yeah, my cat I think is outside. I've been calling that sucker since I got up, and ugh. Let me see. I'm pulling it up on my other thing right now, my Chrome extension. Yeah, I was going to say, I just loaded it and it looks fine on my side. So if you see another person pop in as a viewer, that's me on my other internet. I figured I better write down what videos I recorded today before I forgot. And the dog is outside, so I have to let her back in a minute. Oh, and when you weren't in here, and it did show like before like as soon as I started the stream, it did show like 1 viewer at the top of my screen. So that must be because I'm live streaming and I can see myself. So maybe it's because I'm, on the stream. No, I haven't done that yet. I didn't film anything else after the live stream yesterday because I spent an hour on the phone with you, and then I ended up spending an hour on the phone with Shelby. So oh yeah. But no, I've recorded 3 videos today. I'm doing a test of my under eye powders because, I don't wear foundation. And the funny thing is I always have really bad flashback, like really, really bad flashback. And I took some pictures earlier. Let me take one now that all the rest of my makeup's done. It still looks like I have flashback. But it's funny that in some of the pictures that I took, it didn't look like I had flashback. And I put up a post in the What's Up and Makeup Facebook group and asked about what powders, what they would recommend for powders that don't have flashback. So I have the Maybelline Fit Me on one side, and I have the Coty Airspun on the other side. And then I got out every powder that I own, which I have total of 5 powders. I have a Tarte Amazonian one. I have a Ciate powder. I've got the Maybelline Master Fix, the Maybelline Fit Me, and the Coty. And I did swatches on like my arm and took pictures of them. And then I did swatches on my forehead and did pictures as well. So this was one video. This was the other video, and then my eye makeup is a third video. So I've recorded 3 different videos since like 10 o'clock this morning. It's just, if I'm going to be taking pictures at not only the football game, but the next night at the dinner, then I'm going to want a powder that's not going to cause flashback. Oh, yeah, I sent the link to my friend Jason. He might be here. Jason, if you're here, type hi. It says he's seen it, so I sent him the link. But, yeah, I don't know. Because in the group, the girls were like, oh, well, one girl was like, well, you must be stupid if you think that this powder has flashback. Or another one was like, it looks like you bake by your flashback. I'm like, I don't bake. I put it on, and then I dust it off. Like, it's not like I put it on and leave it sit there. And the one lady was like, well, you're stupid. And then 2 of the other, see, there's Jason. I told you. I just, the way some of these women worded stuff, it seems like really like bitchy. And I'm almost tempted to delete the post. I was that upset last night because I wrote the post out, and I'll pull it up and read it. See if I've got any new replies on it. None right now. But I swear, every time I write a post in Jennifer's What's Up and Makeup group, it's like the women are such nasty pieces. All right, I got it loaded. Yeah, a lot of her subscribers are very nasty, very, very ugly and nasty. Let me let the dog in. Hi, where's your brother? You ready to come in? Bobby! Bob! Bob! I don't know where the hell my cat is. I mean, my dog, my dog cat, my cat dog. So, all right. So the post says, hi, ladies and gents. I have a question. I have a 20-year high school reunion coming up in about 10 days, and all of the powders cause flashback. I need help for one that might not have any or very little. I'm super pale and have dry skin, so I only powder my concealer. I also don't wear foundation. I have the Maybelline Fit Me powder in Fair, Coty Airspun Extra Coverage, a small Tarte Amazonian one that's pure white, and a teeny tiny sample of the Ciate powder. I had forgotten about the Maybelline Master Fix. And all of them have horrendous flashback. I'd like to stay under $25 for powder because I only had $30. If possible, I don't have any income, but because it should say, but the little I earn on YouTube. Pictures of the flashback, for example, also included a picture of me in natural light so you can see how pale I am. Tarte Shape Tape and Fair dries down too dark on me, and I'm a warm yellow-green undertone. So I shared a picture that I actually had taken for Jason and sent to him, and it's like all of this, it looked like somebody went with like flour from the kitchen. My whole, like, all of this was like lit up like bright white. And so there's that picture, and then a picture of me outside so you can see like chest and arms in my face to see how pale I am. So one girl says, dang, I was going to say the Becca powder. I love that, but it's expensive. I use the pressed Maybelline Fit Me powder sometimes, and I don't think I have flashback. Is that the one you're using? I don't wear foundation either. I said, I usually use the Maybelline Fit Me in Fair that's loose, not pressed, but it's the same ingredients, unfortunately. I looked at the Becca Hydra powder a while back, but everyone I know that has darker skin tone than me says that it darkens their under eyes, and I have very dark purple under eye circles that I hide. Pictures of my dark under eye circles. Some days they are not as dark as others. Some days it looks like I have two black eyes. Yeah, none of these have SPF in it. And it's going to be at night. And I'm going to be on the motorcycle, so. Then another one replied and said, the Airspun one doesn't usually give me flashback. That one is giving you flashback too. And I said, yes, I've tried it by itself, and I used the extra cover translucent one, and I didn't think it had flashback until I took pictures of my lopsided buns the other night, and I was like, wow, I've tried all of the powders separately and was like, and even tried them mixed to see if maybe I could make one that might help the other one, and noticed with any of the four that I've tried, nothing's helped. The Tarte and the Ciate powders have horrendous flashback too. Another girl says, yeah, I don't have flashback with the Fit Me. That's my go-to. And somebody else said, the Pretty Vulgar one does not well for me so far. And then somebody else recommended the e.l.f. concealer that I tried out that dried my skin out so bad it hurt. And I was talking about powder, not concealer, and then she told me that she liked the eye look that I had on, which was nice. Then I had another woman that was like, do you really need to bake? ? Isn't the baking what's actually leaving the flashback? I'm like, what a rude bitch. So I'm like, I don't bake at all. I just lightly press powder over the wet or tacky concealer, then brush it right off, and I'm very sparing with it. I don't leave it sit there for more than just a few moments. She's like, the flashback definitely looks like you baked. And I'm like, yep, she's a bitch. I said, nope, I never bake. If you pull me up on YouTube and watch me do any of my base makeup, you can see just how I apply it. She's like, I'm just shrugging. I believe you. I'm like, what a snide little... So, yeah. Some of the comments were okay. Some of the comments seemed rather rude. So anyways, so I did test out the theory of... let me screenshot that so I can send it to you on Facebook. I'm going to screenshot that woman's comment to me. I found it rather rude. I'm serious. I did. Maybe it's just me being a sensitive little pansy, but... And I'm not hiding her name from you, Frog. I don't have time for all that. So I used my Shape Tape concealer. I also used, like I said, the Maybelline Fit Me on one side and the Coty on the other side. And then I did test out the other 5 powders, and it's like, you can see in like the flash photos that like from here over, because I have 3, I did like a stripe of each powder on my forehead. You could see all 3 of the stripes on my forehead where I had put the powder. And then I then took a sponge and like pressed in the powders to see if that would make a difference, and took another flash photo, and you could still see, because I had 5 powders from here to here, you could still see where I put the 3 of them like real predominantly. I then took a brush and like whisked it off my forehead, and you could still see the little strips. So then I took my Pixie Glow mist and I sprayed my entire face with it and let that settle down and dry, and then took another flash photo, and again you could still see the stripe here, the stripe here, and the stripe here from those 3 powders. And I'm like, so those 3 are a huge no. But the one over here that I put over here, which was the Coty Airspun, it didn't seem to like flash back after I had sprayed it. So fingers crossed. And since I sprayed the rest of my face, you can still see, I mean, yes, the area is lighter because I have, concealer and stuff on. But what I'm wondering is I have to do, and it's going to be hard to do with wearing a full face helmet, is if I have to wear my corrector, put foundation on, and then put concealer over it, and then, powder, I'm white enough that I can probably get away with not looking like complete flashback Mary. But I'm wondering if I have to use foundation for things to like even out all of my skin, because some of my face is more green than others, and it just, I don't know. And Shelby said to text her when I was going to go live so I could talk about hair products for her. So I've got a bunch of hair products on my desk. We talked last night. She's going through a rough time with a friend that was just diagnosed with some mental conditions, and it's going to be a rough road for her trying to help them through their issues. So I'm here for her to vent and talk and things, and she's there for them to vent and talk and things. And I'm like, just stay as neutral as possible, because if you get too invested with their issues, then you can start to weigh yourself down. And so, yeah, we spent like an hour on the phone last night. But very rarely anybody ever calls me. And 2 phone calls in one day, I'm shocked. The only person that didn't call me yesterday was Jason. And he was at a D&D game. My coffee cup's almost slap empty. Yeah, did you read her comment, the screenshot? No, it says you haven't seen it yet. I'm going to screenshot the whole thing and just send it to you. That way, if I need to, I can go back and look at it. And it's somewhere that I can pull it up. Because some of these comments I found rather rude. But again, maybe it's just me being a delicate little pansy. Oh, goody. Somebody else just commented on the post as I'm trying to take screenshots. I got to look around the webcam in order to take the pictures. See, this person just said something that it looks like another thing that I was thinking about this morning. She's thinking it might be the concealer. Yeah, she says, I wonder if it's the concealer that's causing the problem. I'm also very fair and use concealer that's too light. It can look too light in photos. When I do use concealer with no foundation, I actually use one shade darker so my under eyes don't stand out. Maybe look into that since the powders aren't known for flashback. And I did get on like Ulta last night. I read the reviews for the Maybelline Fit Me, the Coty Airspun. I don't know who Tyler Wilkins is. Sorry. No, Frog, you can read those screenshots later. It's no big deal. I just wanted to put them somewhere so that just in case I get pissed off and delete the post, I have screenshots. But yeah, I was thinking about that too, that it might be the concealer. So I might have to test out, like put my concealer on my arm and let it sit, or do like a big swath of like some of the concealers that I use and then test it out that way. You did send me a friend request on Facebook, right? Because I know I got it. Initials TG. Okay. Yeah, I just sent it to the one that we were talking on last night. And it looked like you sent me another friend request, but it was deleted before I could get it. Uh-oh. I'll pull up the profile. I'm going to text you a picture. Hang on. All right. Text is loading. I don't want to show your phone number. Let me know if this Facebook is yours. Bye, Jeff. Okay, so hair care stuff really quick. Shelby is actually met Shelby's parents back in like 2014, 2015. They came in and had me do some wire wrap jewelry for her. She was really into crystals, and she was kind of, I wouldn't say like agoraphobic, but oh, well. Well, that makes sense. You'll have to send me an actual friend request then, Frog, because I thought that was you because of the name on it. So I just paid attention to the first name. That's why I accepted it, because I know you said something about you would add me. I thought that was you because of the name on it. So I just paid attention to the first name. That's why I accepted it, because I know you said something about you would add me. So that makes sense. Wrong person. Wrong person with the same first name. Uh-oh, you know what this means.
Only the month and the year, because we're never applying on the loan, and I believe you know that, right?
Well, the thing is I don't own a credit card.
You have a MasterCard.